Howdy Clashers, Excellion here, and a former clanmate of mine had asked to see a couple attacks from Excellion, my main account, my TH9. It's almost completely maxed, and so that's what I'm going to go ahead and do today. Also, I'm testing out a new microphone, so I hope everything comes in well. I recently changed to a new clan called Super Groove. They look great on the outside. I almost bounced when I joined them because when I took a look at the war log, they have about a 60% war win rate, which is really low. I'm much more in tune with something around 85, hopefully 90%. But I went ahead and stuck it out for a war because they've won their last 6 in a row. And fortunately, when I joined them in the war, they won that one too. So they're up to 7 in a row. So maybe they're on to something. They've made some changes and adjustments. I hope so. And we'll go ahead and see. For this war, they have a mix of TH7s to 10s. They have 6 TH10s, 9 TH9s, and 5 and 5 on the rest. And I'm really, pleased overall with the performance. Every TH9 and below was 3-starred. All the TH10s were 2-starred. Yeah, I would have loved to see 1 or 2 of them 3-starred, but they got the win. Can't complain about it. And well, let's go ahead and jump into my attacks. I was number 11, so I went ahead and took my mirror with my first attack, and this was a GoHo. So, taking a brief look at the base, the units that I brought, my kill force, 2 golems, 10 wizards, and some wall breakers. That's over 100 units. It's almost half of my kill force, so this I need a lot from it. As you see, I don't have poison, so I need to kill the CC troops, also the queen, also get the expos. So I'm going to go ahead and use Quake in the center and open that up. By the way, I see some people when they use Quake, they drop troops and then later use the Quake, and you can do that, but man, it's so much easier to get it out of the way with your very first movement. Also, when I look at a base, one of the things I do is say, hey, is there any soft spots? Is there any exterior areas where I can drop a minion or an archer and take out multiple buildings? And if they are, that's often a good thing. So, going ahead and starting this attack, which, by the way, notice it's about a little over 2-minute attack, so it was finished in plenty of time, and you'll see lots of extra units alive at the end. It was really, overall, I'm pleased with the attack, quite clean. But the Quake opens up the center completely. You can see the minions coming in, and they're going to clear their buildings. And between 7 and 8, the golems get dropped. Now, a lot of people I see when they're doing GoHo or Go anything, they have 2 problems. One is the wall breakers, they don't get through, attack fails. The other is troops circle. You'll see that I don't have an issue with either, and I typically don't. One of the pieces is where you see the golems, the wizards get dropped on the outside of the golems. Notice the spell factory and the barracks there. I don't drop troops on them because they're needed when I drop the heroes, when I drop the main wizard force or what have you. They need something to go to, otherwise you risk having them circle. So there's that. Also, the golems are spread wide enough, and the wall breaker is going to go between the golems. You notice there's a couple mortars right there. I don't want the mortars hitting my wall breakers. That'd be sad. So let's go ahead and see a little bit more here. The wizards are cleaning the outside. There goes the wall breakers on in. The wall breaker went really close to that golem, which I didn't care for. Now, this one golem over on the side in front of the archer tower that's behind the wall, it's still stuck on that. So I have to drop a few hogs early to take out that archer tower. That wasn't planned. That was an adjustment. But hey, bam, that's done. And now the golem is free to come on over. Now the other wall breakers are going in. They break through. Boom. Now once those break through, we're into the center. We're golden. And all the troops, as you notice, they're going in too. So that part of the raid went well. Now here's a challenge that wasn't expected. One of the hogs went for that air defense. That's what pulled the CC. And so the CC got distracted over to the side. But this rage was that was meant for the CC. It really covered all the troops and all the wizards really well and allowed a quick CC kill. I have some hogs coming in now on the side, but basically you have the golems in the center. Now, this one expo is hitting several wizards. It killed 3 of them. I let them die instead of dropping a heal, so I kept the heal for the hogs. There's 4 bombs out there, and there's a double just got triggered, but the center is almost clear, and I still have my 2 heals. The first one is used in the center, protecting all those wizards and the hogs that are going to come over to help with that AD. And my second heal, which is about to come in a second there, that was bad placement on my part. It should have been further deeper towards that wizard tower, but it worked. And these are the last couple defenses. The hogs are going to take care of them. And now it's just clean up. I'm going to go ahead and fast forward through this. But this is a clean raid, lots of troops surviving at the end, plenty of time, and that was the GoHo attack on this base. My second attack, I went up to base 8. And this one was a GoLaLo. So let's go ahead and take a look at this one. Now, here I only brought 6 wizards because I wanted to have as many loons and so forth as possible. So it's a risk only bringing that many, especially I need those wizards to kill the CC, the Queen, and the 2 ADs, the 2 air defenses. Yeah, it would be nice if they got the Expos, but that's not critical. But they have to take out the Queen, the CC, and those air defenses. So going in at 6 o'clock, and the one thing, this is the second attack on the space, so I knew the wall breakers would get through right at the 6 o'clock corner. By the way, looking at the time, notice it's also, a little over a 2-minute raid. So especially with loons, you got to worry about time, the hounds, and how they break and so forth. But I'm really pleased with this raid. Like the last one, lots of troops survived, was done early, and so forth. The reason I use Quake where you see it there, instead of deeper, let's say at the CC. Mainly, I can't reliably get wall breakers in that deep. Once the wall breakers go at the 6 o'clock corner, if I drop more, they're going to go to the 5 o'clock cannon, or they're going to go to the 7 o'clock gold storage. I don't have a way. I could have used a jump spell, maybe should have. By the way, so I'm going to lose a wizard here. I dropped it too close to that gold mine, and it's dying to the archer tower, so now I'm down to 5. The wall breakers got through, great. The replacement wizard is down. And also these next wizards, I didn't drop fast enough on that barracks, and one of the wizards is going to wander. So instead of having 4 wizards in the center, I'm only going to have 2, which that's going to hurt, but such is life. Now here comes the CC, and the rage is getting dropped just in time, perfectly. The only challenge is, again, I'm 2 wizards short, so it takes much longer to kill the CC squad. So they do a lot of damage. The king's gone. I just raged the queen. Now that the queen's raged, there is nothing else for me to do there. Whether they do well or whether that kill squad does poorly, I'm out of control there. So now it's immediately time for me to start dropping the hounds and the loons. So while that's going on, there goes the first hound, and I see the archer tower fire on the hound, and as soon as that happens, it's time to drop the loons. 2 on each, 2 on the cannon, 2 on the archer tower. Now you see an extra hound coming in behind over there. I probably should have brought that in at a different angle to clear out some air mines and so forth, but I quickly dropped both the other hounds, and on the other side, you see them coming in. 2 loons on the archer tower and the cannon. Now, here's 2 loons by itself on this archer tower, and that's where I dropped the haste to get it in there quick enough. Also on the other side, there I dropped the haste for the air defense. So we have, we're all down to the last air defense, and it's going down now. 2 of the rages, the hastes are down. There goes a third to get them all over to this expo that's firing on us as quickly as possible. And now the last of the loons are going in on the archer tower. And this is a perfect place for the last haste, and it's going to cover the last 2 defenses that are up now, the Tesla and the archer tower. And perfectly, that last hound got popped, which I'm happy about. Dropped in a couple minions to help with the cleanup. All the defenses are down. It's just cleanup now. Going to go ahead and speed through this. And we're done, another 3-star attack. So that's this week's War Attacks, and I hope that this was helpful for you, and we'll see you again soon. Take care, Clashers.